You have to have the ability of saying, I don't accept this, period. That's why you're having an inspection.
It's RV Inspection Day, and today we are in Lawrenceville, Georgia, about to inspect this 2023 Entegra Emblem 36U. Now stick around. We don't know what we're going to find. Our customer is home, crossing her fingers that we find nothing. So we'll update you at lunch and at the end of the day.
So this is where we're at. We have everybody around us. There's no room between both the units. But hey, we're gonna have to work with what we have to work with. My first glimpse so far, see, I can't open this slide if this one is open. At least we're in the shade, because I know we're down south and it's gonna be wicked hot today. The story on this is a customer that we already had up north, Connecticut. Now we're in Georgia, just saying. So her fear of being able to go about with this new unit, they scared the bejesus out of her, so she was happy to have an inspection, and luckily we were coming back down here, so we're doing this one. My first glimpse when I walked in there, I told Laurel, wow, okay, this is dirty. If it is the right unit, it's dirty, because when I come here, I don't try to talk to the salesman. For me, they're not genuine people in general. They are not there for your purpose, and they just want to get rid of me and hope like hell I'm going to be done in an hour, which ain't going to happen. I already went in there and it's like, wow. I says, honey, did you go in there? It is quite phenomenal. So here's the setup. You're coming up just like us. Slide outs are open. It's beautiful. It looks, I'm going to shut them down. I want to start by the beginning. Is those slides straight? So now I already don't know what I'm looking at. I've been walking around, bay doors that are hard to close. I mean, we'll need adjustments, so we'll look into that. But the part that I like, let's go on the other side. I'm on the other side, and I open this, and I'm thinking, okay, it left the shop, it left the manufacturer. Now I got screws all over the place. I got dirt everywhere. I think there's no 110 outlet in Indiana, and there's no vacuum. It's like, why do you leave this mess in here? It's beyond me, but whatever. That's beside the point. We'll see at lunchtime what it looks like. So for now, I just had a comment. You have to have the ability of saying, I don't accept this, period. That's why you're having an inspection. And by the way, being nice and being kind is not the version of being a doormat. So don't be one of those that just let everybody else walk over them because, well, it's new, so it should be okay. We'll see what lunchtime brings us.
So let's talk about Stow and Go. Some of the main concerns is that you're traveling and you want to stop for the night, stop for lunch, and you want to make sure that you don't have to open up your slides. I would say this Stow and Go is rather spacious, as you can see. So coming along, you can get to the refrigerator, you can cook lunch, you can take a nap on your couch if you want. You can actually get to your bathroom, and without even opening the slide, you can go to bed. You can roll over the top of your bed, take a shower. You do not have to open the slides in this unit. This is one of the nicest Stow and Goes that I've seen. Let me know in the comments below. Do you agree? It passes 100%.
All right, so I just want to point this out. It's, I don't know, we've been here for 45 minutes. I'm going around. Like I told you, they impress you, and that's the MO. Let's put the slide out. Let's go in, and wow, the blings. The first thing I do is I shut those slides, because we got to start from the beginning, meaning this is how this came. And I'm going to note this. I've done it over and over. This slide out is closed as we're talking. So this bulb seal is, I don't know what you see that's not touching. Then look all the way up. And all the way up, it is tight to the wall. So this bulb seal is actually, this is actually doing its job, meaning the bulb seal is being squished. Oh, but not here. Okay. So we're just, for now, we're just outside. So if I put my fingers, oh, I'm in the living room. Okay. So physically, I'd like to understand, because I got it out, got it in, and I don't even know how this will seal. There's no bulb seal here. So yeah, you're right. You hope the water will come down. This is, Pierre, get over yourself. The water always comes from above and it goes down. How can it go back up? Maybe if you're driving, you're going by a truck and water's spraying and going back inside. I don't know. Now let's just go check inside. Now I'm inside. You saw I had my fingers in front of this. This is the slide out. It is still in. So let me bring you down. to this. So this is the slide out. And if you remember, I told you I stuck my finger inside the living room. Well, I hope you can see outside. Is that daylight? Are you kidding me? That is daylight? How can there be daylight? It's an RV. It's brand new, but you're having a hell of a deal. I think it's only $189,000. Entegra? It's funny, Entegra has this claim every time they talk to me that they're top notch. They're the top dog. If this is the top dog, the dog's gotta go back in the doghouse. And by the way, leave your comments below. I'm happy to hear about it. I don't understand how this will ever be sealed. So even if you bring back your unit even further, I'm still seeing outside. So there's no seal, there's no structure that will stop this water from coming back in. Now let me reopen the slide and we're gonna go check what I'm talking about. So I'm back outside and I'm looking at this structure, and this is where we were looking from looking outside. Okay, so when this goes in, this seal actually goes in just like this, and this wall comes in. So at the bottom here, what is ever gonna seal this box? You see what I'm saying? This box just goes in, there's no seal here, there's nothing, and this seal would actually go inside the floor and just continue to go roll in. So this whole section is subject to the weather. What do I know? Engineers build those, so they know way better than common sense, I think, or maybe not. So I'm back outside. I'm trying to justify this. Honey, can you hear me?
I can hear you loud and clear.
Loud and clear. There goes the light, and the light appeared. So here's what I'm looking at. So imagine the structure going in. How is this ever going to be sealed? I don't get it. But I'm there just to inspect and say that it was perfect the way it was built, and I gotta trust them. I don't know about you, but I have a problem with that lately. So same here. I can just stick my finger in there, so I'm in there. But even if they brought this in, even if this went in, there's one bulb seal. What's gonna seal here? But hey, I'm just reporting facts. After further investigation and trying to figure out how they can seal this box when it goes into this hole, I can see what the manufacturer did. So they actually build a trough that is seamless. So this is just one piece of metal that's been built. When this slide out comes back closed, even if water goes in there, it would actually come back out and leak here. So that's why they stopped the seal there. But we still have a problem with the bottom of this slide out not being adjusted, so it would actually squish this rubber and actually not have us look on the inside when you're traveling. All right, lunchtime recap. I'm gonna go outside standing. So if everybody sees you and asks you where I'm at, just tell them I'm outstanding. I got struts going on. It's phenomenal. So you got a door that opens, so you got a strut. When you manufacture something, you figure, okay, well, if there's so much tension here that every other strut are not going to be able to hold together, because the minute you open the door, they will pop out. So I got two of them doors that are doing this. Same thing with this one. But Entegra, hey, thumbs up. By the way, this is the MO of people. Salesman, dealership, not private seller, because they don't know any better and they try to get you to buy the unit as is. Here there's more of there's an attitude, there's a sneaky way to sell something. So you're from Virginia, you're coming down to Georgia, and they tell you, yeah, it's going to be all ready the day you show up. And when you show up, there's nothing ready. It's like we walked in here, nothing's ready. And they'll get ready while you're there. That's the MO, people. Remember this. That's why we're there. We go through this, we'll end up with a report, and they'll claim at the end that the report has been taken care of. So in order for you to make sure that the report's been taken care of, or the findings we had, that's where you do not sign the last documents until all of those have been addressed. If you come in here and you feel guilty, you remember the first thing I said this morning? Don't become a doormat. That's the point. You had us come in here, we find the problems that we see has to be addressed, and the dealer that tells you, well, those are just aesthetic, and the warranty work, you'll come back later. I don't know last time you picked up a brand new car and they tell you, hey, by the way, it's fine. The seat's ripped off, but come next time. The alternator's not working, but it's okay. Just come under warranty. Just wanted to clarify this. I had to do a propane test on this. So by the way, you're picking it up and you're leaving because they told you it's ready. No, propane test, it failed. It has a leak. Talking about leak, well, let's go on the other side now. So talking about leak, here's another one. You came in, you're leaving, you're done, perfect. Another thing they sneak on us a lot of time, they put water in the tank. So we can use the water fresh tank, so we use the pump. Cool, at least we check that the pump's working. But if we don't check city water, I wonder what can happen behind a Nautilus system. Buckets, that's what you're gonna pick up the minute you start. Street, city water, that's where it leaks all in the back. So 2 seconds ago, I started it when we walked over here, and that's another thing that's done. I already went on the roof. Roof was A1. I think it's my second perfect roof. So whoever was up there wasn't sleeping on the job, so that's good. Now I'm giving you an in on something personal. You do not hear this from me. I am just saying, I'm just stating. I hope you're gonna be smart enough to read through the lines. So I've got batteries here. I've got a couple of batteries that's in this system, which kind of stuns me. I don't see that too often, but that's why they bring the prices down. You've got 2 brand new, beautiful batteries. Let me show you this. This is a rack for 2 more batteries. 2 more batteries. There's room for 2 more batteries. So you ought to put 2 more batteries in there. That'd be my minimal for house batteries. I didn't say to put it in your deal. I didn't say that. I'm just saying there's room for 2 more batteries. A couple of batteries is $200-300. Whatever their cost is probably half of that. So that wouldn't hurt them too much, but it would hurt your pocket $200-300. I'm not saying nothing. I'm just saying there's room for 2 more batteries in the hole before I sign the bottom, the dotted line. Keep this for the end. You don't need to ask at the beginning. Now you got your report, you say, holy crap, yeah, I can have 2 more batteries. Hey, by the way, when I'm gonna sign this, 2 batteries appeared, and I didn't pay more. Did I just say this? Let's go check what Lowell has at lunchtime.
So it's lunchtime. Honey, can you have a seat? I gotta go to the bathroom. All right, so let me just get my step stool. I'll be with you in just a minute. I've gotta open up my vent cover for my fan. But, oh, I gotta turn the fan on. Hold on, just a minute. Let me get over here. Okay, fan's on. All right, now I can go to the bathroom. Guys, do you realize what I just did? In order to turn on both bathroom fans, I'm short, yes, so I need a step stool to open the cover. You have to manually open the cover. There is a switch on the wall for the fan itself, but it doesn't work. I can push this all I want. It doesn't turn on, doesn't turn off. The only way to turn the fans on are the front computer manual at the entrance of the door. Okay, talk about messed up. Just very strange. So this is lunchtime. That's the worst I found come lunchtime. I have found a lot of dirt. The ceilings need to be washed. Nothing's broken, trims aren't falling off, nothing like that. The leather on the pilot seat and the co-pilot seat, they're dirty. I think this probably went to a show or something. We did have quite a bit of a glob of something right here at the entrance. Don't really know what it is. It's really sticky. So, you know, that needs to be cleaned up. But other than that, this is what I have found come lunchtime. If you're enjoying our videos, please hit subscribe. You know, subscribe is free. It doesn't cost you anything, but it certainly encourages us. What else encourages us? When you comment, leave those thumbs up. Make sure you talk to us. If you don't know what to say, just put C4BO, comment for Blue Ox, and don't forget to hit that notification bell so you're going to be notified when our next video comes out. We'll see you at the end of the day.
All right, end of the day recap. You thought you were leaving when, you say? Hey, that's for those who feel like it's getting annoying for me to say this. That's the purpose of this. We're trying to show you, we're trying to teach you that you thought you were gonna leave. Robert, that was a good idea. I should have a t-shirt that says, you were leaving when, you said? I think we're gonna do this. I really loved it. So here's another one. Here's your tires. They PDI'd this. So if they PDI'd this, that means that they checked the air in here, don't you think? and the other one, right? So if you're doing this and it's done, I'd like to know the sorcery that they're using to be able to access the inside valve stem. So for me, it's a life safety issue, meaning if there's no extension valve and the valve access, I'll try to show it to you, but the valve access, the valve comes out this way and your access hole is this way. So that there's no way you can put your air, you see what I'm saying? So that's life safety, meaning you leave here, you can't check your pressure of your tire. That's it, you're done. So you don't even know how much is in there and you're leaving because you're excited. I want to temper you down and have this corrected before you leave. Either a valve extension or a brand new valve stem. I don't know if we can see, but right here is my valve. Go down there, down that hole. I hope you're gonna see that valve. So here's that valve that is totally going up, as you can see. And I can't reach it. I can't access this. So that, for me, is life safety. Meaning, you don't know how much air is in there. And no, there's no TPMS on this. So you don't know from the dashboard which tire is low. But you still have to access it. If you were down to 20 pounds, you'd have to put air in there. So if you can't access it, you're screwed. Next point. All right, so as you know, I do a lot of the mechanical also, check a lot of things, a lot of level. So just to give you an idea, this is nothing. But this is brand spanking new. And your water level should be between those two lines. Now that it's getting about 120 out here and we've run it for the last 15 minutes, the water went up. But I'll show you in my pictures, my level is here when it's cold. So this is a brand new unit and it's already low in level. My point is just have it filled up. Little details, power steering level fluid, brake level fluid, the same thing, that's gas engine. You got to do this. The last thing that I have for today, on this one, we've got electric issues in here that we've been trying to figure out, Laurel and I, from the inside to the outside. I got the same thing. I've got this awning that I cannot run from this panel at all. This panel is kind of a Firefly like they put in Fleetwood, and the awning's the same thing. The awning, I can't even turn it with nothing. Now let's just go check what Laurel has for us inside.
So it's the end of the day, and I've got a few things to tell you about up here in the cockpit area. So, you know, we had this on another unit too. Same thing, this is really loose. It needs to be adjusted. And over here, we've got these beautiful blackout shades, and this has got a rip, as you can see right there. So that's too bad. Brand spanking new. On to tell you the next thing. Okay, next thing. Down here, underneath the bed, may not seem like a big deal to you, but there's this screw that's coming out. Let me tell you, you catch your leg on that, you're gonna rip yourself open. And also, these doors, right? Look how beautiful they are. I barely touch this. They fall right out on my fingers, both sides, those little nubbies. And then let's go into the bathroom. So this is the half bath. Trust me, you're not gonna wanna sit on this really hard. This is not hooked in here. The screw is really loose. Someone's gonna fall on their fanny if they sit down on that. And once again, the shower, the dreaded shower. Yes, it leaks from both sides. Not just a little bit, a lot. You can see that people are not putting sealant in these showers. I just don't get it. It's so simple to seal these. You've got to wash your shower down. It's gonna get all stained. And when you do wash it down, the water comes from both sides. The other thing, the very top of the shower, I can put my fingers down the entire ridge. I can feel the sealant. And then what's gonna happen when you're showering? My head comes above the shower wall. All that water, shampoo, it's gonna go back behind the shower wall. So we definitely need to make sure that that gets sealed up. So I think between Pierre's list and my list, the dealership has plenty that they need to get fixed before Paul and Colleen come to pick up this unit. Now, don't pick up the unit until you know it is 100% done for you, right? So don't sign on the dotted line until you know it's all fixed. Check it yourself. If you're not going to have your inspector go back to re-inspect those items, check it yourself. Take your list with you. Make sure they have fixed all the items that you need fixed before you sign on the dotted line. And once that's done, I think Paul and Colleen are going to love all the memories they're going to make on their journey. So remember, and do never forget.
It's not all about the destination. It's all about the journey.